Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for you. And everything is always working out for us. It's time to break through. You hear the birds? What'd you say? Break through. Now, yesterday we talked about living in two worlds. We have our own individual world, which I have to emphasize that we choose where we are today. We chose that yesterday. Our actions daily choose where we end up right now. Okay, so there's that world. And then there's the societal world, there's society's world, where we all share this 3D, some people call it the matrix. But I don't really want to dive into societal's world. I want to stick to our world. Because right now, if you're watching this video, is your time. Right now is your time to break through. There's no waiting anymore. There's no, okay, 30 days after I lose this weight, after I stop doing this for the first week, then I'll be ready. When I cut out this eating habit for about 2 weeks and I get myself, then no, it's now. Don't fool yourself. Do not fool yourself and say, oh, okay, I have to do X, Y, and Z. Why? Why do you have to do X, Y? Why not just go straight to Z if that's where you want to go? I used to trick myself. I used to not wear certain clothes because I thought I needed to get to a certain fitness level. That was a trick. I tricked myself. Let's break through that. No, you know what? I like who I am now. And despite the pre-given standard of how you're supposed to look, I don't care. I'm in my body. I love how I look. Let's break through that. Oh, you know, I'm gonna reach out to that significant other, you know, when I get my shit together, maybe you need to get your shit together. But maybe you need to reach out to them now because maybe your shit is already together. A lot of us get in a mindset of we need to wait, we need to be better, when right now is the time. And I don't wanna act like every person that is watching this video right now, hey, I need to get up and I need to go. Some of us need to sit our asses down and meditate. Some of us, instead of meditate, need to come out here into nature and listen to a bird. Touch a tree. Get your toes into some grass. Some of us need to get grounded because we're thinking too much of a 3D. We're thinking too much outside of ourselves. Are you ready to break through? I don't know if you're ready to break through. Just imagine if you were to get that job opportunity. Just imagine if you were to get that significant other. Are you even ready for that right now? Because just as we said, you know, this work is not like a high school diploma. You don't just go for 4 years, boop, and get a piece of paper and you're done. This work is daily. And if you do it day to day, you get better and better and better. If you fall off, you stay here. If you go again, you get better and better. But if you don't do it, just as we talked about yesterday, working out, what happens if you don't work out for a week or two? You start to lose everything. This is the same exact thing. So I'll tell you what, I know me, and I know a lot of people on here, we're in the business of let's stay in that flow. Because we know the more that we stay within this flow, the easier it is to flow, the easier it is to grow. Are you ready to break through right now? Are you ready to break through today? Are you ready to start the beginning process of your breakthrough right now? Because you can do that. And all you have to do is decide for yourself. All you have to do is decide for yourself. Sometimes we need something to break through with. I'm not talking about a baseball bat. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about sometimes we need a passion. We need a hobby. We need something that we like and we love that is going to raise our vibration naturally, that is going to give us that spark within our heart. For me, it's right here on this camera, talking to you guys, connecting with you guys. First of all, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys are amazing in the comments. You guys are amazing with the likes. You guys are amazing with the subscriptions. But it's no question. And this brings us to our next point. Are you ready to break through? Because there's no questioning anymore. There's no more questioning. Oh, is this gonna work? Am I gonna have a good day? No, 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 no. We don't question. You know why we don't question anymore? Because we set our days up. We get ahead of ourselves. We get ahead of our vibration. What does that mean? That means when I wake up in the morning, no, I'm not gonna go onto TikTok and scroll for hours. That means when I wake up in the morning, no, I'm not gonna go into the kitchen and eat something that isn't helpful to me, that isn't making me feel good inside and out. We're not gonna do that anymore. Okay? Because we know we have the tools. We know when we wake up, it's time to go ahead and get a glass of water, maybe pour some tea up. Let's make our bed. Let's clean our room. Let's go ahead and read a little bit of literature. Then let's meditate for 5 minutes. After that, we're gonna go ahead and hit a walk. Maybe do a quick 20-minute walk, get out into nature. That's how we gonna win the day. Because after you do that, after you knock out that 20, 30 minutes of cardio in the morning, after you get ready and prepared for work, and you're ready and you're locked and loaded, let me tell you something. You know you're winning. You know you're breaking through. It isn't a question anymore. Because when we lay down our foundation daily, every morning, and we get into a routine, some type of spiritual routine, you can call it spiritual, you can call it personal, any type of routine where you know you're raising your vibration, come on, we're breaking through. And if we do that every single day, now we're not only breaking through, we're blowing up. We're blowing up. It's very, very important that we, again, I know this video's got a lot of energy. It's got a lot of serious energy, okay? I'm reading myself as I project. Right now I'm in my Sagittarius rising, okay? But let me tell you, I'm serious and I'm stern for a reason, and this is why. Because this shit really works. When you do it every day, when you're mindful, what we talked about yesterday, being mindful about our thoughts daily, day in and day out. Okay, when I'm over here and I'm doing this, how am I feeling right now? Okay, I'm feeling pretty good. But you know what? If I would have went this way instead, I would have felt even better. But it's okay, we're gonna write that note down, because next time I come to this bridge or this fork in the road, now I'm gonna look at mine, okay, we gotta go right instead of left this time. So when we're being mindful and we're identifying and we're taking notes throughout our day, because again, this self-talk is 24/7. It isn't a, oh, let me turn my self-talk off for a little while because I need to chill out. No, it doesn't work like that anymore. And for great reason, because just imagine if we didn't have self-talk. Just imagine if we didn't have contrast. Just imagine if we put our hand in the fire and we just burned that mother off because we didn't feel it. We didn't have any emotion. We didn't have a feeling. We'd be blind. We'd be blind. So when we're out here and we're being mindful and we're using our experiences instead of letting our experiences use us. I don't know where that came from, but you heard me. You heard me. So it's time to break through. I'm breaking through every day. And look, every day ain't gonna be a breakthrough. Sometimes it's gonna be a break in. You're gonna have to break into your emotional escrow, and you're gonna have to figure out what you got going on in here if you're not feeling right. But every day is not gonna be a breakthrough. I don't wanna make it sound like every day we popping and we dropping them, okay? Some days we're gonna be through the roof. Some days we're gonna be in the house. Some days we're gonna be in the basement, okay? But just as long as we don't let our emotion, just as long as we don't let our environment dictate how we feel, and instead, we're in that basement for a reason. We need to get grounded for a reason. We're in the house right now, quarantined for a reason. And this is, again, just a basic fundamental. Just as soon as you start to use that reason for your discovery, for your advancement, for your enlightenment, instead of letting the reason use you, instead of you pointing the finger and going, this sucks. Oh, why is he copying titles? Just remember, any of your actions, they're all gonna add up. That's karma, okay? You think of there's a board behind me, okay? Right? You think there's a board behind each individual or right over our heads, right? Everything we do, including thoughts, there's a tally. There's a tally. And my question for you today, how many tallies do you have in the green? How many tallies do you have towards what you want to become? It's time to break through. And I know you can do it. Do you know? Because I promise you that's what it takes. You gotta know. You gotta know it. It's okay. We don't need to know it right now. But hey, we can start to become into the beginning stages of knowing it. How about that? Okay, we can start to know it. Because look, we just need to make this work for ourselves. That's all this is. How can you talk to yourself to convince yourself that you are the shit? Dina, come here. Come here. How can you convince yourself that you're the greatest? How can you convince yourself? You better figure it out. And we'll end with this because I like this mantra. We started with it, we'll end with it. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for you, which means everything is working out for us. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Let's have a good weekend. Enjoy yourself. Take your time. Get in the flow and then go. Forever out. I love you.